Hello folks, Kyle here, Dark 30 Outdoors. Hey, today I'm going to do another trail camera review. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Meidase S950. This is a cellular trail camera. It is a 4G LTE. It has a built-in SIM card that can connect to either AT&T cell towers or T-Mobile cell towers. Those are your two options. So if you have a strong signal for either of those two carriers in the area, the location where you're going to put this cellular trail camera, then it would be a good option. If you don't, if maybe your area is dominated by Verizon, this isn't going to be a good option for you because it's no, it does not connect to that. It only has those two options, the AT&T or the T-Mobile. It will find whichever one is strongest in its area, and it will connect on that carrier signal, and then it will transmit the photos or the videos to your camera or to your phone. Now, as you know, I don't generally do unboxings. This is a camera that I bought this year, so I've used it, I've got experience with it, and I'm going to tell you what I like about it, the pros and the cons. And as a caveat, this trail camera review is going to go pretty well, unlike my last one. So there will be no cameras getting destroyed by gunfire in this particular trail camera review. No, I was really happy with this trail camera. It performed really well. In fact, I bought it kind of on a whim to replace the ones that did not perform well previously, the Soliums. And I happened to catch it on sale. It was only 53 bucks. And let me tell you, for a cellular trail camera that was only 53 bucks, I feel really good about this camera. You know, it's one of those trail cameras that basically does what it's supposed to do. And that's my favorite kind of trail camera. Me personally, I use my trail cameras on public land a lot, not exclusively. Some of them are on private land, but because I will venture and put them out on public land, I do not like to spend a lot of money for a cellular trail camera. I'm never going to be one to buy the high end or the most expensive trail camera that's out there or feel like I have to have the best. I want to spend the least amount of money and have one that works. So having said that, this one works. I'm going to get into the pros and cons, but before I do, I will share just a few of the specs. This cellular trail camera does have both photo mode and video mode. So then there are settings for each of those. I only used it on photo mode. I bought it on a whim and threw it in the woods as quick as I could, and I just wanted it I wanted to be sure it was going to send me photos. I mean, you know, the trail camera that this replaced was not doing a very good job of sending me anything. So since this was a really good bargain, and I wasn't certain it was going to send me anything, I wanted to just test it on photo mode, get it in the woods, in an area that I really wanted to have a cellular trail camera, and just get it firing me something. So I set it up on photo mode. I don't have experience with it on video mode, so I can't really speak to that, but I do know that for the photos, it takes 32 megapixel photos. It will send a reduced megapixel photo to your phone, and it'll save the HD photo to the SD card. You can request the HD photo to be sent to you, and I'm going to get into that just a little bit later. It takes for video, it does take 1080p video, and I think there's another higher setting, but like I said, I'm not real sure. I don't have experience with the video performance of the camera, but for the photos, I was really pleased with it. Okay, so for the PIR detection, it has 3 detectors, and it only tells me that these 2 side ones have a 60-degree angle to them, a 30-degree field of view. And then the center one has a 60-degree field of view. And I don't recall what the detection range is. I think it's 60 feet. It advertises as a 0.1 second trigger speed. these side detectors do not trigger the camera to take a picture, but they trigger it to kind of get into an on and ready to snap mode. And then once your subject hits the center PIR sensor, that's when it will trigger to take the picture. Now, that claim of 0.1 seconds seems like it's my experience, I think it's just a little bit slower than that. But I do feel the overwhelming majority of the time when something triggered this camera, it captured an image of that something, especially deer. As for power, it takes 8 AA batteries, and it also does have a jack for a 12-volt exterior power source. So, the pros and cons of this camera. I like it a lot. This particular one, I did have it set up on public land, and it sent me a few pictures of other hunters. So one was at night. I don't know if those, it took a picture of a couple of hunters passing by the area. I don't know if they saw it or not. They maybe didn't. I have no idea. And then I also got, there was another hunter that passed through a single hunter on 2 different occasions, and those were both during the daytime. And I don't know if he saw it and just ignored it, or if he didn't see it at all, but it was not elevated. It was right at, about eye level, pretty, not really blended in or hidden, so to speak. But nobody fooled with the camera. So I don't know, I think the size and the color does make it a little bit blend into to the tree that you posted on, or if you're putting it out in the woods, so to speak. The antenna, I think, would give it away. I don't know if you can see that is kind of a big wide antenna, but I'm not going to knock the antenna because this camera performed flawlessly for the basics. When I have a cellular trail camera, I want it to take a picture of the subject, and I want it to send it to my phone. And this camera did that rock solid every single time, so far as I could tell. There was never any connectivity issues. I never was, looking at my phone going, gee, why won't it send me this picture? It sent it to me without hesitation every single time. The app is user-friendly. The setup was user-friendly. It was very easy to set up. The app is very intuitive and easy to use, I feel. It was really good about giving me a notification that there was a new trigger, a new photo available. And then once I went in to review the photo, it was there, like it was supposed to be. The detection range seemed, I'll say, pretty good. Again, I'm not 100% positive. I think the detection range is 60 feet. It might be a little bit further, but it certainly wasn't much further. And that, that's fine. About 60 to 80 feet is pretty standard for the industry. The photo quality, the HD photo quality from this camera, it's awesome. I'm going to share some pictures that it took. Now there is one con to this trail camera. I don't know. I thought I was going to be sharing this in an organized fashion of the pros and the cons, but I'm kind of just jumping around all over the place. I will share some photos that this took, and the very first 2 photos that I share is going to be a comparison. It's going to be a photo that it sent me to my phone, the reduced quality photo. It's a lot less. It almost looks a little bit pixelated at times, especially if you kind of use your fingers and blow it up to try to get a better idea or a better look. If it's a buck coming through and you want to identify which exact one is it, it can be a little bit tricky. That reduced quality photo that it sends to your phone, it's pretty rough. And then the one big con to this trail camera is that you have to pay extra to get the HD version sent to your phone. Most cellular trail cameras, they give you when you purchase a plan, they give you an allotment of photos. So let's just say, hypothetically, that you bought a plan with 800 photos and paid X amount for that. Well, when you request an HD version of a photo, instead of that counting as 1 against your allotment, it might count as 5 or 6. You know, it has a higher price as far as photo quantity. That's not how this company, Meidase, does it with their plan. If you want the HD version of a photo, you pay separately. You pay, it's almost like it's a different purchase option. So there's your regular plan that you pay $7, $10, $15, whatever, for however many photos you want for the month, per month. But then if you want the HD version of photos sent to you, now you got to pay a little bit more for that. That's like it's like a different product purchase category. So that is the one big con against this cellular trail camera. I didn't really like that, but it wasn't crazy expensive. I think I spent an extra $5 so that I could have HD photos sent when I requested them. And I think $5 got me maybe 150, something like that. I don't remember. But I didn't use them all, so that I still have a whole lot available to use for going into next summer and fall. I don't know, I might put this out here in another 4, 5, 6 weeks to try to get some inventory of bucks that survived. And I know they're dropping their antlers, but I've got just a couple spots I kind of want to try to get some inventory taken. I don't know if I mentioned this early on, but the flash for this cellular trail camera, it is a no glow. So it does not put off a visible light. The flash distance is 100 feet. I think I've covered all the features, and I've shown you some of the pictures here. I think that the HD pictures are fantastic. The ones that aren't HD, they at least give you some idea of what it was. Was it a buck? Was it a doe? Most of the pictures you can pretty much tell. But I really liked it, and I found it on sale for $53. It's a lot more than that regular price. I will include a link down below if you want to check it out yourself, but it's still pretty affordable at the regular price. I think it's like right around $80 for a cellular trail camera that works. You know, like I said, I was really happy with it. I never had any problems. It always connected. It always sent me the picture when it took it. I did some tests where I walked past it and the trigger seemed to be just fine. So, like I said, I was really happy with this Meidase S950 Cellular Trail Camera, and I think you'd be pretty happy with it too. As always, thanks for watching.